Full battery.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Opinion Spot. Once again, me and my brother co-starring again, Hulkland 93, aka Malcolm.
I'm back, everybody.
Alright, so we're gonna talk about basically we're gonna give our review on Judgment Day 09 to all my fellow wrestling heads out there. And I gotta admit, we had a little concern about it because of one thing, and I think my bro gonna really touch on it a lot. So I'm gonna turn it over to him for a while and let him explain it to you a little bit why we were a little concerned about this event.
The reason why we were a little concerned about Judgment Day 2009 is because pay-per-views that only have either 1 week or 2 weeks of build-up time don't really deliver. So the matches were all the same, but it turns out to be that it was better than we expected.
Yeah, like he said, you know. So we start out with the first match on the card, and it was the CM Punk and Umaga match. And I gotta admit, you know, this was a pretty good match. I mean, we thought, you know, since it was in Chicago, we thought, you know, the hometown boy was gonna win this. Unfortunately, you know, didn't happen that way. You know, it was a really decent match. It wasn't that bad. It had its good points, but it wasn't that bad. Ain't that right?
That's right.
So, but I say the match that really stole the show, and to me had to been the surprise match, actually, because this wasn't on the card at first, and it was the Shelton Benjamin versus John Morrison match. And here's two guys that I really said paid their dues and really deserves to be taken more lightly. I mean, they've won gold. That's for one thing. They have won gold, but they still haven't won that big major gold. I mean, Morrison did win the ECW title, but I kind of want to see him with the WWE title or the world title.
Yeah, John Morrison just came in as Eric Bischoff's lackey. Then he went off, and then he became with Eminem, with Mercury and Melina. Then he went solo and became Intercontinental Champion. He wanted to pay his dues. Teamed up with the whack Miz.
Yeah, people, I will come out and say, yes, my bro is not a fan of The Miz. Neither am I too much. But this match is really good. I mean, Morrison, man, this guy stole the show. I mean, the flips that this guy was taking, the bumps that this guy was taking, and here are these two guys that were showing like they got what it takes to be up there, you know. But you got guys like, you know, Cena and Triple H and Batista, all these guys that, you know, are favorites to always be in title runs. But I've always said those two guys, John Morrison and Shelton, they got the talent to be up there at top. And then, you know, they had a little promo with The Miz, and he comes out and starts razzing Alfonso Soriano and wasting a little bit of time. The next match, I'm going to let my bro talk about.
The next match on the card was for the ECW Championship, the rematch between Jack Swagger and Christian. Jack Swagger wants to become ECW Champion. Great match for a rematch, and the most specific thing ever happened. Somebody actually used their own attire just to win. It's making me thinking that Pound Kurt Angle wore his overall. Nobody never did to him, but Christian Outsmarted him.
Outsmarted Jack Swagger.
He outsmarted
It
him.
was so funny because Swagger once again trying to cheat again, and then Christian outsmarted him.
So Jack Swagger is not the ECW champion again.
So then after that match there was the Randy Orton match. Yeah, the Randy Orton match. Now we're big fans of Randy Orton. I think he is the one of the top heels in WWE today. You know, he's a fan favorite heel too, because you saw it in the crowd. They were all into it. And we didn't want Orton to lose his title, especially Batista. I mean, as far as we're concerned, you know, he don't need no more, you know, title shots so quickly anyway for Batista. The match was going well. I mean, Orton being his maniacal, robotic self that we all come to love, and the match ended the same way he had a similar match with Cena by smacking a ref. Smacking the ref. I mean, the ironic thing about it was, guys, is the fact that it was the same ref that he slapped when he had the match with Cena, which was
Mikey Oda.
So the match ended in a disqualification. Unfortunately, we know the rules. You know, and nobody title don't change hand in a disqualification match, and you know, it led up to basically, you know, the rest of Legacy coming out, beating down Batista for a while, and lo and behold, who do we see coming out? We thought maybe it would be MVP or somebody like that, but who was it?
Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Nature Boy Ric Flair comes out, does his thing, and raises Batista's hand. Batista smiles and was glad to see Nature Boy come back. Of course, we have. I know we're probably mixing up the matches, but I'm just giving it to you anyway. There was the Rey Mysterio and Jericho match, and that was a good match. I mean, a lot of countering, a lot of high-flying maneuvers, especially for Rey. Like I said, a lot of countering, guys. I mean, Rey missed. He only hit 1 619. He went for 4 619. Only hit one. So you know, he was 1 for 4 for the 619. You know, we heard Jericho saying he ain't gonna hit me with the 619. Turns out he did. And the match ends Rey hitting it and the splash, and Rey continues to be 5-0 at Judgment Day, keeping his Intercontinental title. And then the match we really was kind of looking forward to was the Cena and Big Show match, all because of the fact that we wanted to see really how hurt Cena was after
being through
1,000-watt light. Exactly, and we seen that he was still hurting from that. And we seen the ribs was bothering him a lot. The match was being dominated by Big Show. And, of course, yes, Cena won. Yes, I'm going to admit it, guys. Yes, Cena won. However, it wasn't like a Herculean comeback like we seen another fellow WWE superstar, another Hall of Famer that goes by the name of
Brother Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. I mean, I still call it the FU, but the attitude adjustment came out of nowhere. Cena capitalizes. Cena was going for the STF a lot through this match, and he got battered, hit plenty of times with elbows by the Big Show.
The Big Schmo.
Oh yeah, the Big Schmo. Let's put it like that, because we truly do not like this guy. Okay. But Cena wins. Goes out, shows his respect to Alfonso Soriano, you know, and the last match was Edge versus Jeff Hardy. Now, we're big fans of Jeff. You know, even when the Hardy Boys came out, I always said, like, Jeff was was the star of that group. I mean, Matt did his thing, but it was always something about Jeff. And Edge comes out, you know, it was a battle. It was all, you know, outside ring, you know, Jeff doing his high defy moves, gets countered plenty of times by Edge, and then lo and behold, who comes out? Cheap shot with the cast, but Matt. We saw his equilibrium from Jeff. After that, Jeff was out of it. Jeff tries to get a swanton, countered by a super
Execution off the top rope.
and ends the match. We figured CM Punk was going to come out and try to cash in like he did before, but he didn't. But unfortunately, other than that, guys, it was a pretty decent Judgment Day. So other than that, guys, later.
Wait.